Hey everyone, my name is Lacey. If you don't know by now, I'm Lacey Bonds on social media, and I'm going to talk to you today about Enagic's patented compensation plan and how we earn. And I'm really, really excited about this, but I want to talk about one common question before we get started. Is this an MLM or a marketing scheme? It is not. It's not one of those things where you have to recruit five people and then they recruit five people and they recruit five people in order for you to move up ranks. You can get to the top rank all on your own with this business. And I'm going to explain to you why. If you saw my high ticket, low ticket video above, you're going to understand that some businesses online, unfortunately, are like that. This is not one of them. This is actually a true direct sales business. We earn over and down. And one of the things that I like to compare this business to is real estate because I have a lot of friends in real estate and I understand how it works. So I would personally rather be a real estate broker because there are brokers and agents, and an agent only makes money when they make a sale, but a broker can actually make a commission on any of the agent's sale in their office. So I'm going to explain how this works to you with direct and indirect sales soon, but I want to tell you that this is a patented compensation plan. Enagic has received a patent for their 8-point business model because it's so special. It's unlike anything else in the direct selling industry. There's no other company that uses this business model. It still to this day absolutely blows my mind. And when you see the numbers, you're going to understand. But let's take it back on ways to get started. I'm going to talk to you about the quad because it is my goal to get people set up with the quad because it is the best investment you can make. Right off the bat, I want to tell you that when you start with a quad strategy, you are starting with 3 times the commission. That is huge for your business. We're going to talk numbers soon, but I wanted to throw that out there. So it is the most powerful way for other reasons as well. Let's talk about the numbers. I'm just gonna talk in US dollars for now. Don't worry, there's some Canada numbers here. If you're from Australia, New Zealand, Europe, anywhere, we are a global business. When you get on your coaching call with your coach, you can go over the exact numbers. And even if you're from the US, you can find your exact numbers because these do not include tax and shipping. But what the quad is one of the Inespas, the in-home shower spa system, 2 of the K8s, the flagship water ionizer, 1 Ukon Sigma. It's approximately $14,830 as an investment. And again, you start with that 3 times commission, which is going to come really, really in handy when you're talking about return on investment. The second best way to get started is definitely the trifecta. It's getting 3 items instead of 4. So you're getting your Inespa, 1 K8, your Ukon Sigma. You're getting a kickback of $440 with the trifecta versus $880 with the quad. So you're getting a little bit less of a kickback and you're starting with only double commission, 2 times the commission. Double is better than nothing, right? So that's still a great way to get started. But I always say, if you can figure out the quad, figure that out. And I'm going to tell you why later. A trifecta investment is approximately $9,850. And again, you can talk exact numbers when you're on the line with your coach. One other way to get started is the K8 and the Ukon. I don't ever really recommend this, but it's for someone if you really just want to get your foot in the door. Maybe you want to finish off your trifecta. It's not the best way to get started because you start with 1 point commission. You get $100 USD kickback back. And again, that's going to be different for all different areas. You start with the K8 and the Ukon. So you have to fill that other 1A lane. So again, you're starting with not only 1 point of commission for yourself, but also for anything that anyone you put in that lane sells. So I'm going to talk to you about indirect sales in a moment. It'll make more sense to you. But I always say, if you can figure out the trifecta or the quad, your return on investment is going to come way sooner. Initial K8 and Ukon investment, you're looking at about $6,960 US. So again, you could talk to your coach about more information on this, and there are more financing videos and everything after this compensation plan video. So why is the quad so powerful? Let's just get right into it. So I always like to talk about, you're building your 8-lane highway with this business, right? You're working on things in the background when you get started. You might not have a brand. You're working on building your brand, or you're working on your ads knowledge. I didn't know anything before I started this business. I started completely from scratch as far as the online advertising world and automation and systems. I had no idea what funnels or systems were. So when you get the trifecta, you're kind of focused on building up yourself. I always tell people, give yourself 6 months before you even think about making a sale, because you're building the concrete foundation of this business. A lot of that goes into mindset. There's so much that you're building. However, when you start with the quad, you right away have leverage over your business. You have a way to make sales right away. You can utilize that loaner machine as an additional avenue of marketing and an additional stream of income, basically. So I have a story really quick for you. So one of my friends, she actually is in the business now, top tier earner. She's about to hit another top tier. and get a ton of bonus money. She was not interested in this water or business. The guy who got her set up, he bought a quad and he had a loaner machine and he put it into her house. And he was just like, take this. She didn't even want it, but she took it, she used it. And by the end of those 4 weeks, she was like, I'm not only buying a machine, I'm buying a quad and I'm doing this business. She has now made him over $60,000 indirectly because of her own sales. If he did not have that loaner machine, he would not have that opportunity. You have an opportunity with this loaner machine to start making sooner. So for people who want to get this business up and running and going speedy, I always say the quad is your best bet. I'm that way where when I start something, I put my all into it and I want to go, go, go. Again, if you heard my story, you know that I work hard for things like that. The quad is the only thing that I would invest in coming into this business again. So and you could also bring it to juice shops or cafes or anywhere where you think you can basically hand it to them, say, hey, use this for a couple weeks. And then when you go to take it back, you know they're going to want the water. No one can say no once they've had it. So that's one of the great reasons for starting with the quad. Another amazing reason for starting with the quad is just looking at the numbers. And I want to make this clear to you guys. This is just your own direct sales. This is not any indirect sales in your organization. So say you sell to Becky and she sells to Jordan. If Jordan goes and makes a sale, Becky can make commission off of that sale. This is not that. This is just Becky selling to anyone in her own, place from her own ads or from her own community or whatever. This is not any indirect commission. So these numbers could actually be way higher, but I'm just saying as if you're just going to make the sales and do the work yourself. Let's look at these numbers. You make back your return on investment when you come in with the trifecta in 6 sales. That is insane. When you add those numbers up, it comes to $11,250 in 6 sales. By your 10th sale, you're doubling that, $23,125 in 10 sales with the trifecta. That's amazing. The return on investment is awesome. But let's look at the quad. The quad is these numbers, when I pulled them the other day, blew my mind. I was like, I need to get this onto a video so people can see the potential with this so that they could start in the best way possible, because that's what I want for you. I want you to, if you're going to do this, I want you to go all in and figure out how to start in the best way possible. 4 sales with the quad and you make your return on investment back. That is unheard of in this industry. That's unheard of in the online marketing world. Again, if you saw my high ticket versus low ticket video, you will see that that is just completely unheard of in low ticket. There's no way. 4 sales, you can make $14,475. Now, this is the kicker. Look at what you make in 10 sales. You almost triple or quadruple that number. $48,250 in 10 sales with the quad strategy. That's all you need to know with this video. That's it. I'm done. No, I'm joking. But this is incredible, you guys. This is seriously something to not sleep on. Now, I want to go a little bit further with, more power with the quad strategy. I want you to know that you earn your initial investment back in just 4 sales, that 50K in 10 sales. However, you are also set up with a foundation to hit the legacy ranks even quicker. And I'm going to talk to you, stay on here until the end of this presentation, because you're going to see legacy ranks, or I call it retirement income, and your mind is going to be blown again. You begin your businesses, like I said, with earning triple commissions. You reach the top tier, which is the 6A rank, in just 25 sales versus 100. And utilizing indirect sales, you can have the potential to make return on investment in only 2 sales. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about when I go over the compensation plan, the indirect sales and the power of utilizing that in this business. So let's take the quad, for example, here as I go through the compensation plan so you can see the power of how we earn with this 8-point structure and how it is so fair across the board. It's honestly amazing. So, okay. Bear with me here. I know it could be really confusing. Honestly, I found this a little bit more understandable than my low ticket business when I did it. When I would make my checks with low ticket, I was like, how is this even? I would pull my reports and be like, I don't even know how you came up with this number. With this, it's fairly simple. You earn in lanes. So your 1A lane, you'll earn 1 point commission. 2A lane, 2 points. So you're doubling that point. 3A, 3 points. So you're literally just adding up the points. Pretty simple, right? 8 points there, as you can see, are in the pie. 8 points are given, but you see there's only 6 lanes. So we teach you how to, we call it hacking or maximizing the compensation plan to earn all 8 points. And we teach you that fairly quickly in your business. 1K8, 1 point for that is $340. 1 point for the Inespa is $185. 1 point for the Sigma is $100. So this is how you receive a kickback, because when you join with your quad, you join with your Inespa and you sell yourself 2 K8s and an Ukon. And you'll see actually a structure of that in the next slide. So basically, group sales count towards you moving up your ranks. So you fill 2 1A lanes. So your first 2 sales go in your 1A lane. That's why you join on with the quad, right, to fill those lanes. Then you move up to 2A. By the time you have 10 points, you're up to 3A. By the time you have 20, you're up to 4A, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's kind of talk about how you earn this 3-point commission, right, when you start off with the quad. And you can see the numbers down here. 2A commission with the quad is $1,930, 3A, $2,895, 4A, 5A, all the way up to 6A, which is $5,790. And like I said, you can actually earn 8 points. So it could even be more than that. And that's how you can make so much money with the quad strategy. So this is you, right? You came on with the quad. You got $880 kickback from your own purchase. You filled your first 1A lane with your K8, your second 1A lane with your second K, and then you opened your 2A lane. Congrats, you already had a rank up before even making a sale of your own with your Ukon. The way that we maximize this compensation plan is we have you stack underneath that Ukon now. So say Erica comes on and she purchases a quad from you. She buys underneath that Ukon in the Ukon's 1A lane. So the Ukon gets 1 point commission, and then your top account gets 2 points commission because that Ukon is in the top account's 2A lane. That is how you are able to get 3 times the commission. And I wrote it out on the side here for you. Erica's going to earn $880 back for starting her business this way, and you're going to earn $2,895 because she's under your Ukon, which is in your 2A franchise lane. You open that franchise lane. 1 point goes to the Ukon, 2 to the Inespa. What's really cool about this, let's talk about the indirect sales, is because, so you just made 1 sale, right? Now Erica goes on to make a quad sale to Ricky. Ricky's going to earn, again, $880. Erica's going to earn the $2,895 for making a quad sale and stacking under her Ukon, earning that 3-point commission. You're also going to earn 3 points commission on this sale to Ricky, because she's in the same exact lane as Erica. So this means with only 1 sale of your own, you only made 1 sale to Erica, but your return is now over $6,670. Mind blown, right? That is how powerful indirect sales can be. I want to take it back for you to talk about a little bit more about you making your direct sales. So now you sell another quad. You put them in your second 1A lane, right? Because we have 2 1A lanes. So Tom opens your second 1A lane of your Ukon. He earns $880 for starting this way. Erica and Ricky do not earn because it has nothing to do with them. You're going to earn $2,895 again, because it's the same situation as you selling to Erica. You're putting him in your 1A lane of your Ukon, and then your top account is getting 2 points, meaning 3 points commission, 3 times the commission. This means with only 2 sales of your own, Erica and Tom, your return is now over, it's $9,565. You've now closed your Ukon's 2 1A lanes, remember, because you did that with your top account by buying your 2 K8s and you opened your 2A. Now you've done that with your Ukon. You've made 2 sales. You've closed those 2 1A lanes. But this is where it gets a little confusing. You can bypass the 2A lane because you hit the 10-point requirement of opening the 3A lane, meaning your next sale, you're unlocking 5 times the commission. So I'll repeat that. You have 10 sales now under that Ukon, right? Because Erica was 4 points, Ricky was 4 points, and Tom was 4 points. A quad is 4 points because it's 4 items. 4 times 3, you have 12 points there. So instead of opening your 2A lane and getting two times the commission to your Ukon and 2 times the commission to your Inespa, you're actually moving forward and you're going to earn 5 times the commission. You're going to open your 3A lane with your next sale. So Vera comes on, she wants a quad. You're not even going to open your Ukon's 2A lane. You're going right to the 3A franchise lane. Now your Ukon receives 3 points since Vera isn't in that 3A lane and you bypass the 2A lane. Your Inespa receives 2 points. 5A commissions is unlocked with only 3 direct sales. Guess how much income that is? 3 direct sales, $14,390. And there are so many different ways that this can happen. This was just one scenario that I put. There are, Tom could go make a sale. Erica could make another sale before you make a third sale. There's so many different things that can happen. So I just wanted to give you one example of how this can be maximized. It's not always like this, but how incredible is this? I mean, this is the power with the quad, you guys. You can make so much more money back in the short term. That's why making a little bit more of an investment up front is only going to help you with your business. So now let's go back to the indirect sales. Now let's say another indirect sale is made. Vera makes a sale to Steven. He buys a quad. Steven, you guys know by now he gets his 880 back. Vera makes 2,895. It's her first sale, her first quad sale. You only make 3,760. This totals to 18,150 from 3 direct sales. So not bad for you, right? Because of these indirect sales that are happening. But you might be thinking, well, why did I not make as much as I made on Vera's sale? Steven is under Vera. It's in the same lane. Why am I making less now? Remember how there are 8 pieces of the pie given on each sale. I want you guys to understand this because I want you to understand when people come to you and say, oh, is this a pyramid scheme, a scam, whatever, you can say, no, actually it's not. It's a very fair compensation plan. The reason that you were a point was taken away from you was because now Steven took one of those points because he sold himself something, right? He got a kickback. Vera took 3, so you only took 4 versus 5 that you took on Vera's. Okay, this is how this compensation plan stays fair. It's how it's not an MLM. I've had people out earn me. People who I've brought in work harder than me, make more sales than me, and out earn me. And I think that's fair. I think that you should make what you work for. And I'm a really big proponent of this because I hit the top tier in my low ticket business and in this and I know from across the board, you get where you work for, period. And if you're not finding the success, you're not working as hard as you might think you are. And that's just the sad truth of it. So I wanted to share that scenario too, because I wanted you guys to know that this is a really, really fair compensation plan because that means a lot to me. But I don't want you guys to forget about your top account now because this top account has been receiving points this entire time. Now it's at 23 points, which is unlocking your 4A franchise lane. If you remember when I showed you the lanes, 20 points unlocks that 4A franchise lane. Now, this is the best part. And let me just tell you guys this. If you're getting confused, don't worry. This might be confusing for you. You can watch it a couple times, but I want you to really just feel excited. So feel the excitement when it comes. When the confusion comes, just know that you're going to learn so much more as you go on. But this is now where you can maximize the compensation plan again, or hack the compensation plan, as we say again, to receive even more on each sale. I'm not going to go too far into this, but I'm just going to show you what's possible here. By this point, you've made back your return on investment and then some. We will then show you how to build out your second hack leg so that it'll bring you to the retirement ranks where you can receive monthly income for life and you can own each account. That is what's really cool. When I was in my low ticket business, they did not allow me to own multiple accounts. They didn't even allow my partner to own any accounts under me. It was very, very strict. You can own the accounts that bring you to legacy ranks. That is really, really cool. And we teach you how to do that in this platform. So I want to backtrack for a second before I show you that legacy rank. Is it your goal to maybe make consistent 5-figure months with this business? I know that that was my goal. I want you to know that to achieve this, when you're unlocking all 8 points, which is very quick, as you can see in your business, all you need to do is sell 3 trifectas or 2 quads per month. And that's just your own direct sales. Do not forget the role that indirect sales can play. So I just had a completely passive $100,000 month. I did not make any sales that month. But because of the organization I built and indirect sales going in and bonuses achieved and unlocked, which you're going to see the rank that I'm at and the type of bonuses that I receive, your mind is going to be blown. Don't forget that you don't have to always be making those sales, but I mean, 2 sales per month, come on, 3 sales per month. That's so different than having to make 400 sales per month to unlock a 5-figure month. That is what's possible with this business. So for achieving the top tier, that top franchise lane, 6A, you will receive a $3,000 bonus. You will also unlock educational bonuses. This is what I was talking about before when I said that I make other bonuses. $200 per sale for every sale made by your organization outside of that 8-point scale. So you know that you got caught off by Steven's sale. When you're 6A and you're cut off from those sales, you're going to now make an educational bonus on that. And they are able to do this because they spend all of their marketing budget on us marketing this business for them. And I say them, but it's actually the owner of the company, who is an incredible man. He always talks about how he wants to give financial wealth to people. And that's why he's so passionate. That's why he doesn't just sell these machines on the shelves. He says he wants to give you guys all of this money so that you can also not only experience true physical health, but true financial health, because they go hand in hand. When you're stressed out, you cannot feel, you're not going to be physically healthy. And so many people are stressed out financially. So I think this is just such a gift of a compensation plan. Also, when you hit 6A, you receive group awards and rising step up awards. So the money keeps on giving. And the idea is that when you hit 6A, you have a team of people that you're helping. So in order to help those people, you need to have some energy exchange and get some kickback. So now for achieving 6A2, which is the next rank after that top franchise lane, you'll receive a $6,000 bonus. And also the bonus here is that if your accounts are the ones that got you there, which, hold the phone, I'm going to show you a slide on how you can do that, you receive another $3,000 per each account that got you there. So now it's $6,000 plus $3,000 plus $3,000. So it's $12,000 you're looking at. You not only receive the educational bonuses in all of these accounts now, the group awards in all of these accounts, the rising step up awards in all of these accounts, but now at 6A2 account, you unlock your monthly incentives and quarterly incentives. These incentives are big numbers. They're on everything that your organization sells. So here's kind of that picture for you, because I wanted to paint the picture. Those two 6A accounts are those beginning Ukon accounts that you created, that you built under, right? So they're yours. So in total, you get a $12,000 bonus because you get $6,000 to your top and $3,000 to each of your 6As that got your top there. And you own all of the accounts. And like I said, all of these bonuses on the side here are what you're receiving in all of your accounts. The 6A2 is the one that gets the monthly incentives and quarterly incentives, but the 6As get all the other ones as well. So this is huge, you guys. There's so much abundance here. I can't really even put it into words how abundant this compensation plan is. So I want to paint the picture for you guys, because when people ask me, what did you do when you got started? How did you get to this rank? I'm actually this rank now. I'm at the retirement rank where I'm making $5,000 a month for life. My husband is also about to be at this rank. So I'm really, really excited for that. This is generational wealth. You can pass it along to your kids, which is why I got started with this in the first place. I wanted to create a life of freedom, financial freedom. I was always poor growing up. My family was poor. My parents fought over money. I didn't want that. I wanted freedom, but I wanted to not work for someone else. I wanted that time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And this is how I found that. And this is how I'm helping others find that. So I'm actually at this rank. And I want to paint the picture for you guys, because when people ask me, what did you do when you got started? I drew this out for myself before it was even there. I drew out how I was going to get here, what it was going to look like every single day. In my journal, I had drawings and drawings everywhere of this. So I want you guys to ingrain this image in your mind right now. This is going to be you. You're going to get that $25,000 check. When I got that check, I was like, wow, I've never seen a check this big before. $5,000 a month for life minimum. That's minimum. Mine have always been over 5,000, just so you know, because of all these other awards at the bottom, the monthly incentives that I get, the quarterly incentives, the educational bonuses, the group awards, rising step up awards, plus all of the other things that I get, the $12,000 bonus for hitting 6A2-2 in my other account, and then another one for hitting it in my other account. So it's not even just 25,000. If you add those numbers, plus the 12,000 plus the 12,000, you're looking at $49,000 just there. And that's not in the other bonuses that you're receiving. So I probably blew your mind already like crazy. I don't want to go and rant even more on this, but this is the first retirement rank. This is everyone's goal. So I really wanted this to be in this presentation so I could look you in the eye and say, this is what I want you to remember. I want you to visualize you being here and how good it's going to feel to be here, because it's totally possible. If I can do this starting from scratch in 4 years, you can do it starting from scratch. I wanted to just talk to you about the career path and kind of just show it to you really quickly before we end this presentation. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're really excited. I hope you're just getting on your call and throwing your credit card like I was, mainly because I want this to be your life. I was $20,000 in debt when I started this, and I am so happy I did it. I literally just got goosebumps because I never would have given that much money to anything, but I'm so passionate about this now, and I'm so happy I did it. So happy I did it. So look at these retirement ranks. I'm at the 6A2-3, about to hit -4. My husband's about to hit -3. So we're going to have multiple accounts here. we're going to get that $50,000 reward, 10,000 monthly for life. He'll get the 5,000 monthly, and that's the bare minimum, right? Look at 6A2-6, a $200,000 cash check that you can cash. Imagine looking at that. How amazing. 20,000 monthly for life. Okay, these are some of the things that's possible with this business. I can't wait to see you on the inside. I'm so excited for you. Let's do this.